Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you some new fountain pens, Fountain Pen Revolution FPR has sent to me. This is the FPR Quick Draw, FPR Ambassador, and FPR Jaipur V2. The prices are from $42 US, 63, and this is 79. Now in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Jaipur V2. As for these two fountain pens, you can check out the text review that I have already written on my blog. The link is in the video description below. I guess you can consider this a sponsored video in the sense that I got these pens for free, but I'm not paid to make this video. So out of the three pens, this one actually looks the best. I like this one. This comes with a magnetic cap and the color is quite beautiful. And this is full metal throughout, so the build quality is solid. FPR Ambassador to me just looks like a typical black fountain pen, and this is priced from $63 US. If you get the flex or extra flex nib, you have to top up some extra money. This is the FPR Jaipur V2. This pen is available in 10 different designs. 7 are using this cracked ice acrylic design, 3 are using ebonite. So this cracked ice design has this mosaic on the cap and on the body. You can see some shimmering going on. And this particular color is the jade color. The pen has a glossy surface, so that's the clip. And the FPR logo is here on the cap ring. This is a twist type cap. The highlight of this pen is actually this built-in ink converter. So this is a piston type ink converter. So there's this see-through section here that lets you see how much ink is left in the pen. This is the little cap that goes onto the back. The cap cannot be posted on the back. The main selling point of FPR fountain pens is you have the option to buy them with flex or extra flex nib. And this particular pen that I have here comes with an extra flex nib. This is a steel nib. So the design on the nib is actually quite simple. All the standard nibs are available, or you can choose to pay extra to get the flex or extra flex. So here you can see the tines, they open up when I apply slight pressure. This design reminds me of a falcon nib, such as this one here, which is a pilot falcon nib. Let me show you how to dismantle the pen. So let's take out the nib and feet section here. The company has applied some grease onto this area here, and for this part, make sure you hold here. This here is for moving the piston up and down, and this is for removing the piston. So you just have to turn anti-clockwise. It may be very tight when you first get the pen. There is also some grease applied here. Now for the feet and nib section, I guess you can remove the nib since this pen is sold with other types of nibs, but I'm not going to do that here because this nib is actually quite soft. I don't want to damage this. Alright, let's put the pen back together again and put some ink into the pen and try writing and drawing with it. They have also sent me this little bottle of ink called Mardi Gras. It's a 30 ml bottle. By the way, FPR, they also sell other brands of fountain pens on their website. So let's fill this pen with ink. There's no mention whether or not the ink is waterproof, so it's probably not waterproof. Okay, this nib does have some flex to it. When it flexes, it actually releases a lot of ink. So be careful not to run your hand over the lines. When it's thin, it's quite thin, and when it's thick, it's probably about 1 millimeter thick. So flex nib can be great for creating calligraphy. I'm not that great with calligraphy, so let me just try. Oops, the bottom here actually touched the paper. This ebonite feet is quite big, so when you're writing or drawing, make sure it doesn't touch the paper. So I have to hold the pen slightly more vertically to make sure there are no accidents. The ink is actually purple, but when you look at the reflection, when the ink is still wet, it reflects green. So that part there is still wet, and when it's dry, the purple color is actually not that obvious. It's like really dark purple. You can see traces of purple when the lines are thinner. So here you can see the purple, but for the thicker lines it's difficult to see the purple. It's almost black. And here as well. This could be nice if you want some color variation with your strokes. Right, let's draw something real quick. Now I actually don't use flexible nib for drawing that often. I'm not sure why, but I just don't. I prefer to use my full day nib, which in case you don't know is actually a nib that can vary the thickness of the line depending on how you hold the pen. So for flex nib, to get thicker lines you have to press down. And when you press down, you typically draw downwards like this. So you don't press down and push upwards, it may damage the nib. So when you press down, you can get thicker lines. This could be good for people who want to control their line widths more consciously. So for example, here for the details, I can draw with really thin lines. Ink flow is quite good. So for this bottom part here, I can draw with thicker lines just to create some visual interest and also to separate the details from the structural elements, the physical elements. The nib is actually quite soft, so you don't have to press down too hard to get the thicker lines. The nib is also quite smooth, it's not scratchy. You can hatch with thick lines as well, and the ink flow is able to catch up. You have to get more practice to know how fast you can actually draw. So when drawing thin lines like this, it's easier to see the color from the Mardi Gras ink. I'm not sure if you can remember, but a long time ago I actually reviewed the FPR Himalaya V2 fountain pen, which is this. So this fountain pen with the standard nib is priced from $50 US. If you add the extra flex nib, it's an extra $20. So this is $70 US. The Jaipur V2 without the extra flex nib is $79 US, and when you add the extra flex, it's $99 US. So in terms of pricing, this will give you more value for the money you pay. And also in terms of design, I actually prefer this look. The main difference between the Himalaya V2 and the Jaipur V2 is actually the ink refilling mechanism. So for this, they are using the standard ink cartridge. This one is the twist type, but it's still a piston twist type ink converter, and this one can hold quite a good amount of ink as well. But if you really need to have a lot of ink, then this built-in ink converter will be able to hold like weeks of ink. I have reviewed a lot of fountain pens over the years. If you guys want to see what other pens I have reviewed, just check out the links that I have for you in the video description below. Thanks for watching. See you guys again. Bye.